Hey, we're back here on the couch, right here on the Best in Movie Show, YouTube.com. The good old couch.
Our favorite place to do our movie news, our movie reviews, and anything that has to do with movies.
Now, I'm glad this is the place we do this, and not our business, per se.
Yeah.
Because we have our own thrones.
Yeah. You've seen me do my reviews from my home, and that's a separate thing that I do on my own. But we like to do it from the blue couch in the office.
The Oval Office.
The Oval Office.
The Oval Office.
The Orange Office.
Orange Office.
The Orange Office.
And with the green phone.
With the green.
Hello.
This is where you can always find us talking about movie news, movie reviews, anything in the world of movies, right here.
And if we're in a place with a white door and there's a tie around it, please knock, because that's our throne. Well, let's get into some movie news. So, this is kind of odd. This is a big story that actually came out today. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is not playing Shazam, and I could have sworn a couple weeks ago he confirmed that he was playing Shazam.
Yeah, well, he came out a couple weeks ago in an interview around, it was kind of a week or two after Comic-Con, that he was either going to play Shazam or Black Adam. That he was going to make a big announcement that he was going to be playing a major DC character. Everybody speculated that it was going to be either Shazam or Black Adam. And to be honest, I think everybody thought he could be either one of these characters. They're so similar. They're like two sides of the same coin in a lot of ways. They look alike, Of course, one's a good guy and one's a bad guy. Yeah. Well, Shazam's got a little boy. He's a little boy who turns into a superhero. Black Adam is just a villain. And I don't think we've seen The Rock play a villain in a while. Since the Scorpion King.
No, and it's going to be it's going to be interesting to see The Rock play a villain. And to be in a Marvel movie because we know him in the Scorpion King and the Mummy series and other
G.I. Joe, he played Roadblock,
played Roadblock in the first three, and then he's in some Disney movies. So it's going to be fun to see him venture off into a Marvel world.
Yeah, and they try to set him up as like somewhat of a villain in the Fast and the Furious series, but we all know he was going to turn into a good guy. In that. So, yeah, I'll tell you what, they're going to need a major, big-time superstar to go opposite The Rock, and that's what you're going to get.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
You're going to need a big-name person and a big star to play Shazam opposite of The Rock as Black Adam.
Well, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be. Also, Quentin Tarantino's Hateful Eight is going to start filming soon. For a January 2015 release. So he wants to get it all tied in for next year, the beginning of the year.
Yeah, the thing is, this is all kinds of crazy stuff regarding the leaking of the script and all that stuff. Then he did a live broadcast, not a broadcast, but a live reading of the script. It was something like $500 a ticket in L.A., and he had all the actors play the parts that he wanted them to play, and he did it all on a stage. And from what I heard or read, is that it was really cool, and so I can't wait for this movie. I don't know what else I can say about it.
Correction, it's going to be fall 2015, not January 2015.
Yeah, fall. They're starting filming January 2015, and it won't come out till the fall of 2015. So. Yeah.
Also, Boondock Saints 3 has a story that is surfaced around.
Well, Norman Reedus is as popular as he can be right now with The Walking Dead. I mean, this is the time to push a Boondock Saints 3, I would imagine, if at any time. Not that they need a Boondock Saints 3.
Now, what'd you think of the second Boondocks?
I liked them. I mean, they're kind of low budget, gritty kind of crime these guys end up in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they have to fight their way. I mean, they're kind of similar. Both movies are very similar to each other.
Now, not like you said. Norman Reedus is busy doing the Walking Dead season. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that season 5 is almost done wrapping.
Yeah, they have 2 seasons of filming. They usually film in the summer, and then they'll film in the fall because they have a second season that comes out next spring. They have one part of a season in the fall and part of the season in the spring. And so they have a little hiatus between filming The Walking Dead. So he'll have quite a long hiatus from when he's finished filming in the fall, like winter and spring of next year, to film a Boondock Saints 3 if they decide to do it.
Also, How to Train Your Dragon 3 is being pushed back to 2017, and this is because 2015 they're going to be releasing Finding Dory.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you had the whole Captain America and Batman versus Superman thing where they were coming out the same day, May 6th, 2000.
Oh, was it May
16?
Oh, 16.
But the one that was kind of even more controversial is when Finding Dory, Pixar put Finding Dory out at the same time as How to Train Your Dragons 3. You know, the difference between, everybody's going to see Captain America 3 and Justice League, Batman vs. Superman. It doesn't matter. Every fanboy is going to see both of those movies. But Finding Dory and How to Train Your Dragon 3, it's the same criteria. It's the same group of people. It's mothers and fathers taking their kids to... They're not going to take them to 2 animated movies in the same weekend. So they're both cutting their throat if they came out the same week, you know what I mean? So they had to move, they moved it back a year, so that way it can have that weekend to itself.
Now, I did not know this, but they're doing a 24 movie.
24 movie? Well, I always thought 24 could have been a movie. All you gotta do is just, instead of doing every episode is an hour, well, this season, what do they do? Every episode was 2 hours. Well, you could just cut that down even further. Put 24 hours and cram it into 2 hours.
Well, see, instead of doing a season 10, they're going to do a movie now.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it. I don't know why you think you can't turn a 24... I mean, what's Keith Sutherland doing anyway? Nothing. I mean, what else has he got to do besides do a movie for 24, you know what I mean?
Also, they're talking about The Tick, bringing back The Tick as a live-action TV series.
There wasn't that many episodes of the last time they did The Tick. And I liked it, but it's a very niche. You're talking about small niche audience that is interested in The Tick.
Now, the next story I'm going to talk about was Jason Momoa in Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, he wasn't. Well, what happened was they did test footage of Jason Momoa as Drax the Destroyer, and they came to a conclusion that they wanted Dave Bautista instead.
Well, there's some pictures circling the internet now that with Jason Momoa as Drax. There's some concept art and some different scenes that he was in that they sketched. That's also online, so if you are a big Guardians of the Galaxy fan and you want to see what their ideas were before Dave Bautista, go check that out. Anything else that you want to talk about?
Yeah, there should be a movie coming out on your list here. I want to talk about this. It's called something Guys. Let me
Something
see.
Guys.
Yeah, I know, this is funny.
Cut.
Ah, here it is. Nice Guys. Nice Guys. Shane Black's Nice Guys. Shane Black, we know him from directing Iron Man 3 and a few other movies. He's got a movie called Nice Guys. Now, it's set in the gritty New York area of the 1970s, and it's going to star Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. And it's going to come out where How to Train Your Dragon 3 moved dates. Nice Guy goes into the date that How Do You Train Your Dragon 3 left on the same day of 2015, and it's going to come out the same day as Finding Dory. But this looks like a great movie. I mean, I guess now the 70s have become this new decade where they're talking about they make all these gritty crime movies, you know, because didn't the aren't the Coen brothers doing one with George Clooney and Josh Brolin and stuff that's coming out around that, and that takes place in the 70s as well, I believe.
I don't know if it was announced yet.
Yeah, I think we announced it a month ago or so on one of our Best Damn Movie Show radio podcasts. But this one, The Nice Guys, has already got has set a release date, like I said, of 2016, the same day that How to Train Your Dragon 3 left. So that's going to be a good weekend when you get Finding Dory and you got that good movie. You know that's going to be a good movie. We put Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling in it together.
Sounds like a duo.
Yeah, well, it's probably not even going to be them. It might be some other really good character actors in there with them. So I'm all up for any kind of gritty. You know, we were talking about Scorsese, you know, on one of the podcasts I watched. You know, Taxi Driver really gives you that kind of gritty 70s feel. New York, dirty, grimy, slimy. You know, and that's what they're trying to get that feel of these kind of crime.
They're trying to bring out the old crime into the new era.
Yeah, and I love those period pieces where they wear the old clothes and they get the old cars, you know, the old diplomats.
Did you like Gangster Squad?
I like Gangster Squad. I know a lot of people didn't like it. It didn't do very good.
I feel like they changed a little bit in Gangster Squad to make it.
Yeah,
I think taking that scene out where they kill everybody in the movie theater, I think it really hurt the film.
I think so too. I think if that would have came out in the summer when it was supposed to come out, and they had that scene in there, I don't think the movie would have did as bad as it did. But by that whole thing that happened in Colorado, it kind of soured people on that.
I feel like current events hurt the movie industry, and I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong to do that to people, to take things out because of a tragedy. Our hats off to everybody that that has a tragedy or in a tragedy or had a family member that was part of a tragedy, but don't ruin Hollywood because something happened. That's not our fault. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but you can't, just like 9/11 ruined Spider-Man. You just can't. You cannot let current events affect what goes on in America. There's always something that's going to happen. There's always something that's going to go down every single day. That's why I don't really like watching the news, because it's never two kids were skipping down the hallway with balloons.
No.
It's always
negative.
It's always negative. And why do I want to put myself into a negative situation to where everything is negative? Kids drowning, kids getting shot, mothers and fathers leaving their kids in the cars in the heat. I mean, what's wrong with these people today? I don't understand with the current events. But that's why I try to surround myself with movies and TV shows that, some have good points and some have bad points. You have to have your comedy in there, your love story. You have to have everything around it to make yourself emotionally ready for what's coming next at you.
Yeah, you're right. Because you never know what's going to happen. I mean, you could be driving down the road and there's an accident in front of you and it catches you into the accident. And it had nothing to do with you. Your car's messed up. You're in the hospital because some idiots do something stupid on the road, or some guy robs a store and you just have to be driving by and bullets fly and you get caught up in it or something. I mean, it's just, you don't know. You've got to be prepared nowadays because anything can happen, and usually does.
Well, if you have any opinions, I'm going to actually put this topic up on bestdamnmovieshow.com. What do you think ruins the industry with current events is what I'm going to put up. So if you guys want to comment on that, give me your thoughts, your opinions, go to thebestdaymovieshow.com and give me your word.
Yeah, and always like and share, and like I said, he said share, comment, like, whole 9 yards. To get your friends and family to follow us, and that's the only way the show can get popular with people and grow, and if you let us know what we're doing and what you like, what you don't like, that's the only way we can make improvements on the show. So we want to hear your fan input, and like I said, share and and like us.
Now our next movie is Monday. It's starring Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy and James Gandolfini. This is his last movie before he died, and this is once again a crime drama set in New York. The Drop, about money laundering and gangsters and so forth and whatnot. James Gandolfini was really high on making this movie before he had died, so this is probably going to be a pretty good movie. And I think this is the kind of role Tom Hardy really can sink his teeth.
Well, I can't wait because this is all up my alley.
Right. You haven't seen a whole lot about the trailer, so just like the Maze Runner, you're going to go into it with open arms and open eyes, and hopefully you'll enjoy it when you come out.
I'm going to give it a big hug, and then hopefully it doesn't spit back at me.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Well, Skip, it's getting to the end of our show. The show must end, but the conversations do continue on thebestdaymovieshow.com. Skip, where can they find you at?
You can find me under my name, Dan Skip Allen, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can go to From the Fourth Row at WordPress.com. That is my blog.
Now, when you're spelling From the Fourth Row, he actually puts fourth as F-T-H. Oh, no, 4-T-H. From the Fourth Row, correct?
On my WordPress, it's F-O-U-R-T-H. On Twitter, it's the number 4-T-H. Because the word from the fourth row was taken.
Well, I'm gonna have to at the end of this this video here, stay tuned for the credits. I'm gonna put all the information on there so you can get both of us, bestofmovieshow.com, and always email bestofmovieshow@yahoo.com for all your information on what you want us to talk about, what your reviews are, all that kind of things, all the goody stuff. Until next week, I'm your host Vince Lespana.
I'm Skip.
And we'll see you at the movies. Good night, everybody.